Welcome to Anime Chronicles, the channel where we bring to life the complete story of every anime character and beyond. Today, we dive deep into the waters with Wartortle, the forgotten bridge between Squirtle and Blastoise. Often overshadowed by its iconic evolutionary relatives, Wartortle carries a unique identity filled with cultural references, Japanese mythology, and memorable appearances across games, manga, and the anime. In this video, we'll uncover its origins, symbolism, lore, and the many details that prove Wartortle is far more than just a middle-stage evolution. If you love exploring the hidden stories and legacies of your favorite Pokémon, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and join us as we rediscover the true legacy of Wartortle. Wartortle, the Turtle Pokémon and National Dex Zozo 8, is one of the most fascinating yet often overlooked creatures in the Pokémon universe. Sandwiched between the fan-favorite Squirtle and the powerful Blastoise, Wartortle plays the role of a transitional evolution. But in truth, it carries a unique identity filled with cultural references, lore, and hidden details that make it stand out. To fully appreciate Wartortle, we need to look beyond its status as a middle stage and dive into its history, inspirations, and the legacy it holds in Pokémon across anime, manga, and video games. Wartortle evolves from Squirtle at level 16, and then eventually becomes Blastoise at level 36. But unlike many middle-stage Pokémon, Wartortle's design is especially rich with symbolism. While Squirtle resembles a young turtle with a smooth shell and simple features, Wartortle introduces a much more complex design that blends traditional Japanese mythology with naturalistic traits. Its ears are large, furry, and feather-like, giving it a mystical appearance. The fluffy tail, resembling a wave or even a swirl of clouds, is set in the Pokédex to store air, allowing Wartortle to swim effortlessly and stay underwater for extended periods of time. The tail also acts as a symbol of longevity in Japanese folklore, where turtles are considered sacred creatures associated with wisdom and long life. The ears of Wartortle are another intriguing detail. Many fans believe they may be inspired by the minogame, a legendary turtle from Japanese mythology that grows long, flowing tails of seaweed as it ages. This could explain why Wartortle's design emphasizes aging and maturity, standing in contrast to Squirtle's youthful simplicity. This imagery makes sense given that Wartortle represents the adolescent stage in the evolutionary line, a more rebellious and cunning form before reaching the disciplined, war machine-like form of Blastoise. In terms of color palette, Wartortle introduces a darker blue tone compared to Squirtle's lighter shade. Its shell also becomes more detailed, with a brown back and cream underbelly, hinting at the heavier and more armored look of Blastoise. This progression in design isn't random. It visually prepares the player or viewer for the transformation from a small, playful turtle into a massive, cannon-bearing juggernaut. Even though Wartortle has often been overshadowed by its evolutionary relatives, its lore suggests a creature with significant power and mystery. According to Pokédex entries across different generations, Wartortle can live up to 10,000 years, carrying deep wisdom. Its long, furry ears are said to improve balance when swimming, and its tail is considered a status symbol among trainers. The Pokémon Red and Blue Pokédex entry even describes it as using its tail to maintain stability in the water, while the Pokémon Fire Red entry emphasizes that the tail is often a target of admiration. From a gameplay perspective, Wartortle is a classic Water-type Pokémon, retaining Squirtle's move pool while gaining higher stats in defense and special defense. This makes it an excellent tank in battle, capable of taking hits while preparing to evolve into Blastoise. In competitive formats, Wartortle has also gained recognition for its utility in lower-tier battles, especially when equipped with moves like Rapid Spin, Scald, and Toxic. While not a powerhouse, its defensive capabilities and rich lore make it a memorable Pokémon in its own right. Wartortle's design and symbolism reflect one of Pokemon's core themes: growth. It's not just a stepping stone, but a unique creature embodying wisdom, mystery, and the strength of transition. From its mythological roots to its presence in battles, Wartortle proves that the middle stage of an evolution line can carry just as much importance and intrigue as the forms before and after it. Wartortle may not have as many anime appearances as its pre-evolution, Squirtle, or its iconic final evolution, Blastoise, but its role in the Pokemon universe has been fascinating in many ways. The most notable Wartortle to appear in the anime was featured in the episode Beach Blank Out Blastoise, Season 1, Episode 60. In this episode, Ash and his friends encounter a Blastoise and a group of Wartortle on a small island. The Wartortle are portrayed as disciplined, loyal, and very close to their Blastoise leader. This episode emphasized Wartortle's role as a transitional stage that shows maturity and strength compared to Squirtle while still retaining traces of playfulness and curiosity. Another highlight was the Orange Islands arc, where Team Rocket disguised themselves as members of the Wartortle Fire Brigade. This group of firefighting Wartortle worked alongside Squirtle's Squirtle Squad. The episode gave viewers a rare chance to see Wartortle in action, using their water-based abilities in heroic ways. This portrayal reinforced the species' connection to teamwork, responsibility, and community service, especially when compared to Squirtle's mischievous origins. In terms of personality, anime Wartortle often embody the qualities of calm leadership, loyalty, and bravery. They act as protectors, guiding Squirtle groups or standing as soldiers next to Blastoise. Unlike Charmeleon, who famously gave Ash trouble with his disobedience, Wartortle are rarely shown as rebellious. Instead, they symbolize steady progress and reliability. This reflects a deeper theme in Pokemon. While some middle evolutions struggle with identity, like Charmeleon or Ivysaur, Wartortle is portrayed as a confident bridge between its playful youth and its powerful adulthood. Wartortle has also appeared in movies such as Pokémon, the first movie, where it was one of the many cloned Pokémon created by Mewtwo. This inclusion placed Wartortle among the ranks of notable first-generation Pokémon recognized by fans worldwide. Though it never had a starring role in the films, its presence in key storylines cemented its place in the collective memory of the Pokémon anime. The Pokémon Adventures manga, Pokémon Special in Japan, provided much more depth to Wartortle than the anime ever did. In this series, Wartortle appeared as part of Blue's, Gary's counterpart, team. Blue's Squirtle eventually evolved into Wartortle before becoming Blastoise, and this evolution process was given more attention than in the anime. Unlike Ash's Squirtle, who never evolved, Blue's Wartortle represented discipline, growth, and a trainer's commitment to helping their partner reach its full potential. Wartortle in the manga is portrayed as agile, tactical, and somewhat cunning. Its design, with fluffy ears and a long, expressive tail, is often emphasized in battle sequences, showing how its tail helps with stability in water or when launching powerful hydro pumps. The manga gave readers a sense of Wartortle as not just a stepping stone but a unique fighter in its own right. This was important for fans who felt Wartortle was often overlooked in favor of its more famous evolutionary relatives. Other manga adaptations, such as The Electric Tale of Pikachu, also featured Wartortle in smaller roles. In these, the Pokemon's combat prowess was highlighted, with its water-type techniques portrayed as versatile and precise. While Wartortle did not always have narrative arcs built around it, its repeated appearances reinforced its status as a respected middle evolution. Curiously, in some early manga art, Wartortle was depicted with slightly different features, such as a larger, fluffier tail or more dramatic ear-like fins. These artistic variations reflected the experimental phase of Pokemon's early visual identity and gave Wartortle a mystical, almost guardian-like aura. This connected back to the creature's Japanese name, Kamale, Kameru, which hints at its turtle heritage while suggesting elegance and maturity. From the very beginning, Wartortle has been a staple of the Pokémon games. First introduced in Pokémon Red and Blue, Wartortle served as the second stage of the Squirtle line, evolving from Squirtle at level 16 and into Blastoise at level 36. As a middle-stage Pokémon, it often accompanied players for many hours of gameplay, representing a key part of the player's journey through Kanto. In terms of stats, Wartortle offers a defensive and balanced playstyle. With solid defense and special defense, it acts as a reliable mid-game tank, allowing players to handle tougher opponents while preparing for the powerful Blastoise evolution. In competitive terms, Wartortle is rarely seen in high-tier battles, but finds use in Little Cup or Middle Cup formats, where unevolved or partially evolved Pokémon face off. In these formats, Wartortle's access to moves like Rapid Spin, Scald, and Toxic make it a strong utility option. Wartortle has also appeared in countless spin-off games, including Pokémon Stadium, Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, Pokémon Snap, and Pokémon Go. In Mystery Dungeon, Wartortle often appears as a leader of water-type teams, emphasizing its role as a guide or protector. In Snap, its playful nature was captured in images where it interacts with the environment or splashes water. In Pokémon Go, Wartortle's design was faithfully adapted, and many players fondly remember the excitement of evolving their first Squirtle into Wartortle. Events like Community Days dedicated to the Squirtle line further reinforced Wartortle's significance as part of the beloved Kanto trio. In Pokémon Unite, while Squirtle evolves quickly into Wartortle, this stage provides access to powerful moves like Rapid Spin plus Hydro Pump, making it a tactical stage for players before reaching Blastoise. One fascinating detail is that Wartortle's long, fluffy tail was said to bring good luck. This detail, included in early Pokédex entries, is reflected in its in-game lore. Many trainers in the Pokémon world believed that keeping a Wartortle close was a sign of prosperity and longevity. This mystical association gave Wartortle a unique identity, distinguishing it from the purely power-focused Blastoise. While Wartortle may not be as famous as Squirtle or Blastoise, its symbolism is profound. The design incorporates themes of longevity and wisdom, with its long tail resembling a cloud or wave, a nod to Japanese mythology, where turtles are symbols of long life and good fortune. Its ears, resembling flowing fins, give it a more mythical appearance compared to Squirtle's simpler design. These elements make Wartortle stand out as a Pokémon that embodies the transition from playful youth to wise maturity. In terms of trivia, Wartortle has several fascinating facts. Wartortle is the only middle-stage starter Pokémon in Generation 1 to have significant lore surrounding it, such as its fluffy tail being considered a symbol of good luck. Its tail is said to grow darker with age, symbolizing experience and wisdom. The species is sometimes associated with ancient warriors, as its ears and tail can resemble traditional Japanese helmets and plumes. Culturally, Wartortle has been a favorite among artists and fans who enjoy exploring Pokémon's middle stages. Fan art often portrays it as a disciplined, samurai-like figure, guiding young Squirtle or preparing to evolve into Blastoise. In merchandise, while Wartortle receives less attention than its evolutionary relatives, it has appeared in figures, trading cards, plushies, and promotional events, reminding fans that every stage of a Pokémon has its charm. Ultimately, Wartortle is more than just the middle stage. It represents balance, discipline, and the journey of growth. While Squirtle embodies beginnings and Blastoise represents mastery, Wartortle is the vital bridge, the reminder that true strength is achieved not instantly, but through steady progress. For many fans, this makes Wartortle one of the most relatable and inspiring Pokémon of Generation Y.